Hey guys, what's up? My name is Threeface and welcome into the video. And today's video we're gonna be discussing a few ideas to buff Blitz. I have been wanting to make this video for a long time, but the past week my PC died and I have like sinus and a cold, so I do apologize in advance for my crappy voice. So let's get started. Okay, for idea number one, it's an aspect of Blitz that a lot of people overlook, which is his weapon. His current weapon, the P12, is not exactly a bad weapon. The damage is 43, 16 round capacity. It's a solid gun, but it's a solid gun as a secondary, not as a primary. Meaning, the reason why a lot of people play Montaigne, he has access to one of the most powerful handguns in the game, the Magnum. So, my idea is give Blitz the 50 cal Magnum. This is not a very popular weapon. In fact, I don't think I ever seen this weapon in a first-person shooter, but it does exist. There is a company who makes a conversion kit when you can put an upper on, I think, a Glock 20 or 29, not sure, and you basically have this 50 caliber Glock pistol, which has 9 rounds in the magazine plus 1 in the chamber, so that's equals to 10, and it actually fires like maybe a modified version of a 50 caliber round. You will see a picture right here. You can Google about it. Just type 50 cal Glock or 50 cal GI. It's this pistol does exist, and I think it will fit the role of Blitz perfectly. If you put the damage around like high 50s, low 60s, the ability now to take down opponents, 1 armor with 2 shots, 2 armor with 3 shots, 4 armor with the 4 shots, and possibly even 4 shots while putting the enemy in the down but not out stage if they have a rock armor. So you're gonna have this a very impressive weapon, a very effective weapon to work aside a Blitz. The whole point of a shield operator is to get close to the enemy and shoot them down with your pistol. You can do that with a BB gun of a pistol. I mean, the gun like the P12 is good, but if you put a gun like the 50 cal Glock, I mean, doing that insane amount of damage, like around low 60s, like 61 or 62, you're gonna have a very effective weapon to go with a shield and Blitz ability. The whole point of playing shield operators is I'm gonna get as close as possible to the enemy and shoot them down with my pistol. Montaigne does this best because he has 2 things going for him: his extended shield and his Magnum. His Magnum does amazing amount of damage, insane amount of damage. Now we do the same approach, or we take the same approach while playing Blitz. Now we have the shield that can flash enemies, so I can get closer to them, and they are flashed. They can do anything unless they can like melee or go for a lucky headshot while like hip firing or whatever. And I'm gonna take them down super quick with my pistol, which is the 50 cal Glock, and like 2 or 3 or even 4 shots. It's going to be very easy for me to dispose of enemy. So that's it for idea number 1. Now for idea number 2 is pretty simple. This idea has been out there for a while. A lot of YouTubers, Reddit users have wanted this idea to be implemented, which is pretty simple. Just enlarge the size of his shield. You're gonna see a picture right here of a normal shield and what I like propose to do on his shield. I'm sorry about the like little graphic. I don't have that much of editing experience regarding photos, but the idea is pretty simple. You know that gap like just above the head, as you can see right here, on the left there is his normal shield, and on the right is a type of a modified shield. Just make his shield bigger around the arm, shoulder and head area. Now if you are facing right in front of him, they can't really shoot you. I'm also gonna demonstrate a few clips that I got while playing casual, which is insane. Like I was facing Frost. I'm sure you're gonna see the clip right here. I was facing Frost, and she was able to take me down from 100% damage to 1%. Like, I was facing her. She had no angle on me. She was not to my side. Nothing. Because she was able, like, to shoot my hands and my shoulders that registered damage. Again, like, I was on a window trying to take down a few enemies, and Pulse with his shotgun took me down to 79. That's 21 damage from a shotgun on, like, somewhere around 6 or 7 meters. That's a lot for a shield operator. I mean, like, his shoulders and his hands are just way too exposed. So if they just extended his shield, if they just made his shield a little bigger and put it in a perfect square, or in a perfect triangle, and you only have, like, his entire left side is going to be covered from the shield, and you only have his right arm extended, like, just above, like, to the side of the shield where you can have fire. He's going to be so good. He's going to be hard to counter if you are facing him forward. Of course, if you have the flank on him, that's good. It's going to be super easy to take him down, and that's the whole point of playing shield. If he is in front of you, he's going to be hard to kill. If he is to the side, it's going to be extremely easy to get that headshot or even take him down. So that is it for idea number 2. So for idea number 3, it's basically a no-brainer. Every other operator gets points when he uses his special gadget. Meaning, if you got a frost trap, you'll get like 50 plus points. If you kill an enemy while using glass, like 10 points, etc, etc. Now, instead of giving me those 10 points when I kill an enemy who is flash, give me those points when I successfully flash an enemy. Meaning, let's say the enemy is within a certain distance. I flash him, I get +5, and I get this message: enemy partially flashed. I know that he's flashed, but he can somewhat see me, so I might not go for aiming down sight and going for the headshot. I might just use hellfire. Now, if he is somewhere somewhat closer to me, I flash him and I get another message: +10 points, enemy fully flashed. Now I know the enemy is fully flashed. You're gonna see a clip right here where I thought I flashed an enemy. He was recruit, had the P9, and like, he killed me after I flashed him. I said, okay, he must have got a lucky. When I marched the kill cam, he apparently was not fully flashed, although the animation when an operator raises his hand indicating that I am flashed by Blitz showed, but like on his end he was not flashed. So he got an easy headshot on me and take me down super quick. So that's why we need those system points. So okay, he's fully flashed, I can go in. Okay, he's partially flashed, I can go for those body shots with fire. That's it for number 3. Okay, for idea number 4, it's quite simple. I would like to see this implemented, but it may or may not work. I'm just hoping that they implemented one of the 3 points that we discussed earlier, that this will not be necessary, but I have to, like, tell you about it. The 4th idea is just increase his flashes. And instead of 5, give him possibly 6 or 7. I think 7 flashes would be very good, because a lot of times, like, when you flash an enemy once or twice, just to get one dude. Sometimes if you're a decent Blitz player, you know that sometimes you will run out of flashes and you're just this normal shield operator who has nothing, basically, because it's not like Montaigne's ability here just can, like, fully extend his shield. So it could be a good idea to just give him a few more flashes, so it's somewhat of a buffer. Okay, flash him once, that did not work, I'm gonna flash him again and try to get the kill. So that's it for today's video, guys. If you have any ideas, any suggestions, any comment, write them down in the comment section below. I am gonna post this to Reddit. Hopefully we will get some nice feedback and possibly even more ideas about how to buff Blitz and make him playable again. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in another video. Bye guys.